let me ask you something. What if the secret to unlocking your most creative ideas is some fancy method or a new productivity app? What if it's something as simple as the smell of fresh coffee in the morning, the feel of cool velvet, or the soft sound of rain hitting your window? Today, I'm going to show you how deliberately engaging your five senses can unlock a level of creativity you didn't even know you had. We are all drowning in a sea of digital noise, constant notifications, endless scrolling, a never-ending stream of information. Our phones, our laptops, our smartwatches, they're all screaming for our attention, all at once. And here's the problem with that. The more overstimulated our minds become, the less we actually feel. It's a paradox. We're flooded with input, but it dulls our perception. It narrows our awareness, and it suffocates the very creativity that relies on deep, sensory observation. Think about it. When was the last time you truly just listened or looked at something without the urge to immediately check your phone? This constant mental clutter is the enemy of great ideas, because creativity isn't born from that noise. It's born from awareness. True, authentic creativity doesn't happen on your phone screen. It happens in your senses. It happens when you are fully present in the world around you, when you're listening deeply, touching intentionally, observing without distraction. Something incredibly powerful happens inside your brain. Your mind starts making fresh, unexpected connections between things. New ideas begin to surface, almost out of nowhere. The colors in the room feel richer and more vibrant. Your thoughts become clearer, sharper, and solutions to problems you've been wrestling with start to reveal themselves without you having to force them. I'm talking about simple, grounding actions, like mindfully running your hand over the textured fabric of your sofa, or closing your eyes and just listening to a single sound, like a bird chirping outside your window, and following it until it fades. Or opening a jar of spices and just inhaling, letting the scent of cinnamon or cumin transport you. Even just observing the way shadows dance and stretch across a blank wall. These aren't just idle activities. This is the maker's mindset in action. You awaken your senses, and in return, your senses awaken your imagination. It's a direct line to the most innovative parts of your brain. So, let's put this to the test right now. I want you to gauge your current level of sensory awareness. I want you to pause everything else you're doing and do this little exercise with me. It's simple, and it will only take a minute. Ready? First, let's start with your sense of sight. For the next 10 seconds, just look around the room you're in. Pick one single object. It could be anything: a lamp, a book, a coffee mug. Now, really look at it. Stare at it. Try to notice one tiny detail you've never, ever seen before. Maybe it's a small scratch, a subtle gradient of color, or the way the light reflects off its surface. Just find one new detail. Okay, now let's move to sound. Close your eyes for 10 seconds. Just close them right now. And listen. Try to identify 3 distinct layers of sound around you. Maybe the most obvious is the hum of your computer. But what's beneath that? Can you hear the faint sound of traffic outside, or the gentle hum of the refrigerator? What's the quietest sound you can detect? Identify 3 separate sounds. Next, touch. Without looking, reach out and touch something nearby. It could be your own clothing, the desk you're sitting at, or the chair. For the next 10 seconds, just focus on that sensation. What is the texture like? Is it smooth, rough, soft, cool, warm? Describe it to yourself in your mind with as much detail as you can. Now, for smell. Gently close your eyes again, if it helps, and for 10 seconds, just inhale slowly and deeply through your nose. What scents can you detect in the air right now? Is there the lingering smell of your lunch, the scent of a candle, or maybe just the neutral smell of the room itself? Try to isolate one specific scent. And finally, taste. For the last 10 seconds, just bring your awareness to your mouth. Without eating or drinking anything, what subtle taste is present right now? Is it the faint aftertaste of coffee? A hint of sweetness? Or saltiness? Just notice what's there. Okay, open your eyes. Did you feel that tiny shift? That little spark of awareness? That moment of clarity? That's your brain waking up. That's your creative engine turning back on. You just pulled yourself out of the mental fog and into the real, tangible world. And that's where ideas live. So here's the part that can change everything for you. You don't need to wait for inspiration to strike. You don't need to find some magical source of motivation. You just need to activate your senses. It's a tool you have with you at all times. So here is a practical ritual you can use. The next time you sit down to do any kind of creative work, whether it's writing, designing, problem-solving, or brainstorming before you even start, take just 60 seconds, 1 minute, and do this. First, smell something stimulating. It could be a fresh cup of tea, an essential oil, or even just peeling an orange. Let the aroma wake up your mind. Then, touch a unique texture. It could be a smooth stone, a piece of wood, or a rough piece of fabric. Feel its temperature, its weight, its surface. Next, listen to a calming or atmospheric sound. This could be a short ambient track, the sound of rain, or simply the silence of the room. Then, look at something visually rich for a few moments. A piece of art, a plant, or even just looking out the window at the clouds. And finally, take a mindful sip of something, a warm cup of coffee, a cool glass of water. Notice the temperature and taste as it fills your mouth. Just 60 seconds of this, a quick sensory reset. Do this, and then watch what happens. Watch how your mind explodes with ideas. You're not forcing creativity. You're creating the conditions for it to show up. You're clearing the runway so your ideas can take off. It's that simple, and it's that powerful. If you want more videos like this that help you think deeper, create better, and live with more intention, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's continue this journey of unlocking your true potential, one sense at a time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.